being positive is very helpful for our mental health. The question is, how can we be positive, especially when unpleasant things are happening to us? When things are all goodly and happening so well, we're already in a positive state, right? So nobody is telling us to be positive. So how can we have the mindset that is tending or that tends towards positivity, especially during difficult times, so that we can use it to refill? That's what I want to share with us on today. Remember to like and subscribe to my channel. I remain Joy Iseki, your recovery therapist and emotional wellness coach. I work with individuals virtually from anywhere in the world to experience mental well-being and healing journey. There are a lot of benefits to being positive. I'm sure you're already aware of these things. Being positive is very good for our mental health. Okay, it makes us look forward towards life. Makes us, feel relaxed. Keeps us in that state of calmness. And that state where we can take responsibility because there's no much fear and anxieties. So it's a good state to be in, and it's something that a lot of people usually want to experience. The problem is, how do we develop our capacity, to be more positive? How do we fill up our positivity tank? That's where the problem comes in, especially when things are really bad or they are going bad, and then the first thing is we're panicky, we're scared, and then somebody is telling us just be positive, and you're like, okay, I'm positive, but inside that you are not positive. You're actually scared and you're feeling the worst. You're assuming the worst that could happen, and all of that is creating a lot of anxieties for you. One thing that I know about a positive state of mind is the fact that it puts us in a rest mode. That's why it's helpful during crisis times to be positive. Okay, now I'm not talking about toxic positivity in the sense that I am not saying that when things are really rough, when things are going bad, you should pretend like nothing is happening. That's a state of denial. No, we cannot solve problem by assuming that something is right when it's actually wrong. That's not being positive. Having a positive outlook towards life is more of a state of belief, of faith, of trust in the outcome, of trust that it will turn out well for you, of trust that regardless of what happens, all is well. Okay, life will make it good for you. Okay, that's when I talk on positive mindset, I'm coming from this angle, against this background. Okay, I'm not into toxic positivity. When something is not going well for me, I acknowledge that it's not going well. However, I don't want to stay in that state where I am feeling paralyzed, because that's what happens when we're so focused on the problem. We feel paralyzed and helpless, and that increases our anxiety level, and we're not calm, we're not in a rest mode, so we're not able to make decisions for ourselves or good decisions that will help us move forward from the situation. Okay, so let's have that balance. Okay, because I've had challenges with some people that I know personally that I feel would not acknowledge the negative things that are happening or the unpleasant things that are happening in the name of trying to be positive, and they face the consequences because they are not able to deal with the actual issue, so they pile up over time. For me, that's not faith. That's not what being positively minded is about. We have to be practical because this is life. All right, when things are not going well, acknowledge that they are not going well. That's the first thing. During crisis, how can we be positive? Acknowledge that this is not going well, this is not going in the way that I want. Okay, this is challenging for me. Acknowledge your emotions, acknowledge how you feel. All right, it's very important. You don't need to pretend to be okay when you're not okay. You really don't have to. That's not about being positively minded. No, what you're doing is that you're denying yourself your authentic feelings, and that in itself is a time bomb, because those feelings would not just go away, they just remain suppressed. And in a time when you don't expect it, they force themselves out. That's when you explode and react unexpectedly in a way that you sometimes regret. Okay, so that's not what I'm talking about. I'm saying that acknowledge that this thing is not right, it's not going the way that I want, I'm not happy. It's okay to say I am sad. It's okay to say I feel disappointed. It's okay to say I feel bad. It's okay to say I am scared. It's okay to say I am afraid. It's actually, these things are natural emotions. You're a human being. These things are things you're feeling because of the situation on ground. It's not who you are. It's because of what is happening. Now, when you have acknowledged it, you have validated those feelings. So what happened? The feelings, these feelings don't last up more than 90 seconds. It's when we suppress them, we wrestle with them, and then they stay longer than they should. So that's when pain becomes suffering, when we're struggling and wrestling because we don't want to accept. We're in a state of denial. Now, you don't want that, okay? You want to acknowledge what is happening inside. You want to accept the emotion you feel because of the unpleasant things that have happened, because of the crisis that is ongoing. You want to acknowledge what has happened and how you feel, and that's okay. But you don't want to stay there. You don't want to remain there. You're sad, right? You acknowledge that you're sad. You're afraid. You acknowledge that you're afraid, right? But is that how you want to feel? Sincerely, no, right? You want to have faith. You want to believe that good can come out of this, right? That's the outcome. That's what we're looking at. But how you feel right now is contrary to the outcome, right? But you first acknowledge how you feel, okay? And when you have acknowledged how you feel, you show yourself compassion in the sense that you allow that feeling. You understand why you feel that way. I'm sad because I am disappointed in the results. I expected better. I am unhappy because this relationship is not going the way that I want. The business didn't go well. I lost some money and I don't feel good about it. I feel disappointed. I feel bad. That's you validating your feeling. Okay, this is part of having a positive mindset. It's not wrong. It's not being negative. No, it's not being negative. You're actually acknowledging how you feel, and that's showing compassion to yourself. And you're allowing that feeling. You're being in touch with that feeling. You can touch a part of your body where you feel it. Sometimes you feel sad and you just feel that discomfort here in your abdomen, or you're feeling anxious or fear in your chest, and you just want to place your hand on your chest, and just connect with your body. This is just you showing yourself compassion. Connect with where you're feeling it. Just few minutes, and then that's you acknowledging your feeling, acknowledging what has happened. And the next thing is, what do I do now? That's the part where you want to take step. What do I do now? What is necessary? What action should I take? What decision should I make? Okay, for the outcome that I desire. Remember, that's not the state you want, but that's the feeling you're feeling because of what happened, right? Now, what do I need to do? Do I need to write another exam? Do I need to let go of the relationship, make myself available as single so that other people can find me, do I need to look for new business ventures? These are all part of the step. These are all part of staying positively minded and practical ways to actually help ourselves in crisis period. Denying reality, it's not helpful. It's suppression, and I don't really support suppression when it comes to emotional states and events that is happening. Okay, they are not helpful. It's a time bomb. All right. Now, when you make the decision, what do I need to do? That's where faith comes. That's where you want to take the power of faith. Okay, and you want to believe that the decisions you have made, the steps you are taking, that good will come out of it. You see, that's you now putting that positive mindset to play. And the moment you believe that this is what I need to do, and then you outline what you need to do, the steps you need to take, all right, and you are aware of those steps. If you're like me, you write them down. I like to write. I'm always with journal. Okay, you write down what step. Okay, what is the immediate one that I can do now? Is it to leave this house and be with some friends, talk to a friend about it, hear from them? Is it to make a call? Is it to go on a vacation? Is it to check how much I have in my account? Just do the practical thing. What immediate decision can you make? What immediate step can you take? Right? And then when you take that step, what happens? Have faith that it will turn out well. That's you now being positively minded. Remember, you're being holistic now. Look at how we took it. You're not pretending that things are fine when it is not fine. No, you acknowledge it. You have validated your feeling. You have gotten in touch with your body. You're showing yourself compassion, especially in the areas where you're feeling this sensation. Fantastic. You're in a good place now, and then you know that, okay, going forward you need to make practical decision. Now you have written these practical steps, and then you'll say, okay, what immediate step can I take from these things that I've outlined? Is it to call? Is it to make further inquiry? Is it to leave where I am? Is it to just make a move, get out from the place where you're in, so that you create some movement around your body? You want to take a walk and just clear your head out. You want to call a friend. You want to talk about this more. You want to call your boyfriend and say, okay, I think I should just let go. It's time to let this go. You want to break the relationship. You want to seek counseling. Make decision. That's the thing. Decision. Our life is about decisions. Everything, whether positive or negative, is the decisions we make. It's from decisions we take step. Okay, when you have made your decisions, now you have faith. When you have taken the step, let's say you failed an exam and you're feeling bad. It's okay. You should feel bad. You failed. So don't beat yourself up for feeling bad. Don't pretend like you're not feeling bad. Oh, it's okay. I'm cool. You're not cool. You're actually feeling bad inside. Give yourself respect enough to validate how you feel. All right? It's okay. You don't need to act up with anybody. This is your life. This is your feelings. They deserve to be, seen. They deserve to be validated. Give yourself that validation. Don't wait for somebody else to give it to you, because that might lead to another frustration. They might not give it to you. So that's why we're doing this. You want to learn how to actually give yourself validation when it's necessary. We need it from other people. It's welcoming when it's out there for us, when they give it to us. But what if it's not there? What if nobody's there to give it to us? Are you going to wait in futility? No. You want to do what you can to help yourself be mentally sound, be healthy, be happy, right? So then after you have made a decision, you have faith, you believe in the good, believe in good outcome, believe that this thing will turn out well. And then recall the many times things happened well for you. That's you now doing feedback. That's you now feeding the faith, feeding this new mindset for this new goal. All right, you're recalling your testimonies. You're recalling the good times. Bring to memory the times you were happy, the times good things happened to you. Feel that joy. Feel that happiness. Feel that moment. Enjoy it. Savor it. Okay? That's to remind you that things were not always bad. That's to remind you of the times you have triumphed. That's to remind you of your successes. You see the stages, how we've moved it. It's so awesome. This is what I do for myself. And it's part of the process I use it for my clients. And it's always great. Okay, that's why I say create moments. I always advise people to create moments, have memories, beautiful moments, especially when things are working out for you. Enjoy the moment, have it in there, because you always need it sometimes. So in moments like this, when there's crisis, when you're feeling like life is so bad, you have to recall the times that life was good, and that builds up your faith. Okay, and then list 5 positive things at least that has happened well for you. It could be in the last 1 month, it could be in the last 3 months. Forget the duration. Just bring out 5 things you're grateful for. 5 positive things that has happened to you. What is happening? You're refilling the tank. You're refilling the tank. So what happens? Your state of being is being transformed from negative to positive. You're saying that, okay, yeah, I have testimonies. Things have worked out. Things have been okay before. So this can also be okay. Okay? List your battles and the times you won, the exams you passed. The good relationships you had, the happy moments you have with your spouse. Write those things, the moments of joy and happiness. List them. As you write them, you begin to feel those emotions you felt then when they happened, as if it is happening now. Just the same way we feel the negative things as if they were happening now, then we start to feel anxious. You start to feel those things again. Savor it. Don't rush it. Enjoy it. That's you flooding your mind now, flooding your brain now with good news, with positivity. right? So this way your faith is built up. You're having a positive mindset. You're believing that, okay, it's going to turn out well, okay? And as a practice, always take out time, even before crisis time. Take out time to always list good things that are happening for you. Every day, have something you're grateful for. You can make it 2, 3. It doesn't have to be so much. The problem is always when we want to have too many things at once. I believe in process. If it's one thing that you can see in a day that made you happy, that you felt was really positive, it's okay. Enjoy that one thing. All right. It's not in the number or the duration. It's in the impact. All right. So every day, especially before you sleep or just in the morning when you wake up. I do it a lot when I wake up, and at night I just thank God for how the day went. Mostly in the morning. Okay, remind yourself of your triumph. Remind yourself of at least 5 positive things, 3 positive things, 2 positive things. Whatever, the number doesn't matter, but there's something positive. That's your own positivity jar. Okay, remind yourself. So when there's crisis, there's that your memory about positive things that has happened to you is sharp. So you can easily recall, so you don't fall into depression thinking that life has been so awful. You see that no, challenges are part of life, and then you remember the victories you've had in the past. So that keeps you strong in that moment. These are how we build mental resilience. They are not things that just come. They are things we build over time through practice. Okay, and these are the practices that we do, and before you know it, we're building our mind, our soul, our body. Okay, so when there's crisis, we're able to stand in the days of adversities. Okay, and we're able to help other people, right, who might be going through challenging times, because we have successfully navigated through that challenging time. All right, so I want you to start to do this now. Get out your journal, get out your pen, start to list good things that have happened to you. Make it a habit, all right, to flood yourself with things that are good, that are happening. It can be as waking up to see the sunset. It doesn't have to be massive. A lot of times, the little things in life are the most fantastic. Some people wish to see that sunlight. Some people wish to be called in the morning. It can be the calls you get from someone you love in the morning. It can be the food you have to eat. The fact that you can eat whatever you want. The fact that you live in a good environment. There's so many things. Even your body. The fact that your body system, your human system is working fine. You're not ill. You're healthy. The fact that you can laugh, you can feel heat, you can feel sensation. Some people don't feel these things and they're in the hospital. Just look, you don't have to wait for one special. Every day, every little thing is special, because when these little things cease to work, I can move my hand and it looks so easy. But when it ceases to work, it becomes a challenge. That's when you're spending millions on health bills. You don't have to wait till then. All right. The fact that you can stand, you can walk, these are positive things. These are good things. All right. List them. Keep flooding your mind and your brain with these things. All right. And build mental resilience with it. This is helpful. Having a positive mindset relieves us of stress. We feel calm, we feel relaxed, we're able to sleep well, we're happy, and we look forward to life. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, I want you to share with me in the comment section. I'll be glad to hear from you.